welcome to Outside Xbox. This is Jane with Mike and Andy.
Hello.
And we're here to talk about our experiences in Grand Theft Auto Online, or lack thereof, on account of server problems. Andy, how was your day one experience with GTA Online?
It was all right. It took me a while to get in. I was having glitches with the first race with Lamar. I had one issue where, you do the race with the car. I saw what looked like someone else's character get out of the car and Lamar walk off with them. So I was like I was in a queue. And Lamar was just dealing with everyone. I kind of felt
Take
sorry.
a number, please.
Yeah, I felt sorry for Lamar because he's having to deal with so many people on launch day.
He's on processing.
Back and forth to the airport, like all that stuff.
Yeah, just really busy day for Lamar.
It took me a good sort of 5 or 6 hours to get on of like intermittent trying and sort of. I think the main problem was I kept getting stuck up against that first race thing, and what I realised was, once you've created a character and they've got stuck at that point, it seems that they'll get stuck at the same point every single time. So I had to go back and try and delete characters, and at times I couldn't delete characters because it wouldn't update to the servers, but I eventually managed to recreate a character, get through to the first race, get to choose my car, and then beyond that it was absolutely fine. But that was a good 6 hours of my life had passed by that point.
You didn't really have any problems though, did you?
Yeah, well, I didn't. I actually had a really good time of it, and I felt pretty guilty the whole time I was in there. While everyone else was having so much trouble getting on the servers. But that said, because I was alone for most of the time, at least in the first couple of hours, it was a lot like playing GTA 5, just with a custom character instead of Franklin or Michael or Trevor, but occasionally also getting run over while standing on a corner looking at my inventory by some other player who did manage to get in.
I guess that's the sort of triumph, isn't it? That it does feel like GTA 5, only with other people.
Yeah, it sounded like you were getting murdered a lot more than I was at the start.
I think maybe in the first 30 minutes, people were so elated at having joined a server that they were just going around killing everything.
They just channeled that into kill
possibly
lust.
Could. Yeah, it was just a free for all. It was just brutal in there. It was just open world deathmatch as far as the eye could see.
There were some communication issues because we were in a party with the intention of playing together once we were all on the server, but you can actually hear.
I couldn't hear you at all, and that's how come I forgot I was on party chat, and that's how come I ended up singing along to the in-car radio like I do in GTA 5. But when I do that in GTA 5, it's in the privacy of my own home where no one can hear me. So I was singing along to Mis-teeq Scandalous. You may be aware of one of the finest pop songs of the 90s, and Mike and Andy could hear me singing the entire
You made my server was a little more entertaining.
We were like,
refreshing.
At least Jane's enjoying herself.
Yeah, exactly. To herself.
You had to imagine, it was like a radio play of GTA Online. They had to imagine what I was doing by how much I was swearing or singing as I went along.
Or politely asking people to put things in the bag.
Oh, could you hear me? Yeah. Could you hear me hold up that
we heard
guy?
the entire heist, yeah.
Hi, I am interested in sticking you up for money.
Don't hurt me!
Go!
I have a family!
Tell me your favourite GTA Online anecdote so far. What's the best thing you've done?
Well, there was that time that you and I saw another player, and we tried to follow him to see what he was up to, because he was in passive mode where he can't be hurt by other players. So we're like, all right, we'll tail this guy, see what he's up to. Maybe he'll switch out of passive mode and we can murder him.
Just murder him.
Just
straight up
murder that guy. And he went into a store to hold it up, and we were like, okay, great, this is going to be perfect. We're going to
sit in the car.
We staked him out.
Stakeout.
We sat in the car watching him.
Shotguns ready.
Yeah, we're like, we'll wait for him to rob the store, then we'll kill him on the way out. Rob him.
Yeah.
Transfer of property.
Two wrongs make a right. No crime, no foul.
So we ran into the shop to try and commit this crime, and
the crime of the century.
For some reason we couldn't hurt the guy. I don't know if he still had passive mode on. It doesn't seem possible.
I don't think it was passive mode. I'm not sure, and I don't think he was invulnerable as well.
I don't know what was good, because I shot him about 9 times with a shotgun, and I ended up accidentally shooting you in the throat.
And then I wandered through Andy's line of sight, and he shot through the guy into me. I died.
Yeah.
And then tell me what happened. Well, I was dead.
I ran outside to try and shoot him some more. He drove off in a car, and then the police turned up, assumed that I had done the robbery, and I had a 2-star wanted level, and I was being chased out.
He must have been having the time of his life.
He was like brilliant. Heats off me. They all think it's this guy. He shot his accomplice, so he's up for that as well.
Like, I am an action hero.
And then you respawned in a car park and said, Andy, come and push me in the shopping trolleys, and then I got shot in the head by the police. So.
I'm very easily distracted. I don't have a long attention span.
My favourite thing, full stop, is just the fact that I've got my own car, like that I've designed myself and stuff. So
what a surprise.
It's in typically understated style. I've gone for like a bright orange muscle car. But the problem with this is that it's super conspicuous and everyone wants to steal it. So people come in and shoot me in the head and then steal my car and drive off in it, and I have to go and get it back because as long as I remain in that server, it's the tracker's in there and it's whizzing
moving around.
So I spend all my time going to retrieve my car after people have shot me in the head, which is good fun. There's a really, really good mission as well where you have to go and repo cars for Simeon, and there's one set in a beautiful mansion, the kind of Rockford Hills mansion that you're used to, and you kind of charge in. The two cars are like an old school sort of Ferrari Dino looking thing and like a Bentley, and they're both really good fun to drive. So you and a mate end up charging around trying to lose the cops and then returning the cars. It's really good fun and very well put together. But I'm just liking having adventures in my orange muscle car. I feel like a 70s sort of like road movie hero.
Yeah, I've got a matte black Harley, which I'm quite enjoying driving around in that. I've got a really dorky little blue helmet though that I always put on, and then it got stuck on at one point. I couldn't remove it. I had to go to a shop and buy a hat to remove this dorky blue helmet I had on.
Yeah, I've got a green car.
Yeah, it's green.
People not taking advantage of the fact that you have your own car. It's your signature.
I made it green.
Wow.
What do you want from me? It's got a sunroof. No, it's convertible.
Right.
So I take the top down and then I'm super vulnerable. People can just
You immediately succumbed to the lure of microtransactions though.
Well, I did, but it was for scientific research purposes. I spent some $13.49, I think, on the biggest cash card, which is the Great White Shark cash card. It's worth 1.25 million fake bucks, Los Santos fake bucks. But mostly because I wanted to make a video about what you can spend that money on, and it turned out to be, first of all, the most expensive apartment in Los Santos, which is the Eclipse Towers, 400 grand. Luxury triplex.
So you've got a 10-car garage as well, which is completely wasted on you.
Yeah,
it's got a green car in it. Green car.
One green.
Do you feel like an LA party girl?
Well, I'm on the way there. Like, I've got a walk-in wardrobe, but it's only got just like a couple of bits in it. And
you've got a bong in the lounge.
There's a bong. Yeah, it came with a bong, left by the previous owner. The TV is fun because you can watch Weasel News, which has the multiplayer exploits going on elsewhere in the world that you can watch on the news, which that's pretty fun.
But it's using the cinematic camera, which often is sort of mounted on the side of the car. And it's sort of, how did the news get this shot?
Just lobbed the GoPro at it.
Sticky camera on the side.
All right, so those are our adventures so far in GTA Online. Stay tuned to Outside Xbox for even more as we level up in Grand Theft Auto Online. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.